All right, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Anderson. I am Zach Anderson. Here we are today at White House Productions in Shelton for the third edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am here with Corrado Nebel. So thank you so much for being on the show, and now I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as they have something to do with the letters of your name. So we'll start with C.
Sure.
How do you go about composing songs? Do you start with lyrics or music, or does it depend on... does it vary?
It either starts with an inspiration from a show or a movie or a book, something you read or something you see that'll make you think of a phrase, whether it's the hook or whether it's just what you want the song to be about, you know, something like, I can't think of an example really, but, you know, usually something, emotion is what triggers, you know, for you to write.
Right.
And here and there I'll just pick up the guitar and start, you know, humming along, and sometimes it'll be that way. It's kind of either way, back and forth.
How old were you when you started playing music?
I was about 12 or 13 when I started learning like tabs, and I learned like the intro to Over the Hills and Far Away or whatever. And but mainly when I was 15, I got really into Dave Matthews and a couple other people, Jack Johnson, Jason Mraz, John Mayer, were all kind of on the radio, and girls loved him and stuff. And there was something about Dave Matthews that just got me hooked in to his music. It was just so powerful, and he would do so much with so little, you know, and be so powerful. And he's a pretty quirky singer, so I became obsessed with him and started imitating him. And then over time, that probably started when I was 15. I got in a band in high school when I was 16 with some people who I'm lucky enough, you know, they're all still playing. And Mike Knobloch's one of them, Mike Molyneux is the other. And one's in a band called Relative Souls on like the festival circuit. The other one's doing the cover thing. So it's cool to, like, you know, we still hang out and stuff. And that was the jump off point for sure.
Very cool. Is there anything you have to do in particular to get ready for a gig? Pre-show warm-ups?
I just started probably about a year ago. I started doing vocal warm-ups, and it totally kind of changed my voice, you know, in a good way, where I realized, you know, that it's really important. I used to kind of like poo-poo it, like, you know, oh, I'll just go up and play, and I still can do that, but I like to warm up and then, you know, kind of just listen to like a couple of like favorite songs that I like worship in a way. So I won't be like hooting and hollering too much. I'll kind of be chilling and just listening, because you don't want to blow yourself out.
If you could play a gig with anyone, living or dead, who would be your dream collaboration?
Living or dead? I mean, I would definitely love to play with Citizen Cope. His name's Clarence Greenwood, because he's kind of he's actually like semi, you never know, one of those things. You know, if you say like Willie Nelson or something, it's like, but yeah, him, because he basically created his own record label, and he created his own production company, and since he's a producer, he was able to kind of like have full control of his music, but he's also like a really simple chord, like just great lyricist, you know? And that's always cool, because if you're playing extravagant music like a band like Journey or Frank Zappa or something, and, you know, Journey's a great singer and everything, but when you make something simple like a Bill Withers, like it gives it a little more soul, you know? So I like that.
Nice. How do you decide what songs to play for any given gig?
I guess it depends. Like something like this, I haven't even written out an actual list. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. And because I'm only playing 7 to 8 songs or something like that. So when I play a cover gig, it's kind of, sometimes I won't write a set list because I feel like I'll kind of be stuck to it, you know, and then, you know, people take requests and stuff like that, but mainly I would say that it depends on the amount of time that you're playing.
Right.
Pretty much. So if it's a 3-hour gig, I write like 35 songs. Mm-hmm. And then you'll get random requests, and then you'll be like, oh, I forgot about this. And, you know, because I play a lot of finger style, but I also play like reggae style with a pick and stuff. And that was another thing, like in my early 20s, up until then, I didn't even know, like I couldn't play without a pick. Like I couldn't, like it was like, I don't have a pick, you know, I could have the guitar and have everything, but I don't have a pick, so I can't play or whatever. And then I got into James Taylor, and that really like it changed my style, and now I hardly ever play with a pick. So it's funny how it works like that.
Oh yeah. I like to end my interviews with some random facts. So tell me something interesting or random about yourself that many people might not know.
Well, I played hockey my whole life, and most people know that, but sports is always a big thing for me. And music was kind of like an easy transition from playing sports. It's competitive. It's you have to prepare. You have to have a certain routine. You know, I'm not really superstitious, and I wasn't as an athlete either. But you have to sacrifice, you know, and you have to be driven, and you have to, if you have a band, you have to communicate, you know, it's like a team, there's a leader, but I guess so one fact, I would say I broke my hand, my left hand, and I've had 3 surgeries on it, and that was years ago. So altogether, it happened when I was 17, I had surgery, had to relearn the guitar, and I had it was crooked, it's still pretty messed up, but so I had to learn like a different style. I couldn't play certain chords the way normal people would, and then it started bothering me a lot, so I had to get 2 more surgeries, and then I had to learn another way. And I discovered when I got really into James Taylor, I like wanted to know everything about him, you know. And I found out that in 1969 he got in a motorcycle accident and broke both his hands. And in 1971 he came out with Fire and Rain, which is one of the, you know, best albums ever. And it's amazing because I kind of figured out why he has that certain style where he has the capo like on the 2nd or 3rd fret. I think he likes it for his voice, but it's mainly for his hand, so he's not stretching, you know. So I kind of discovered that through him, but that's just something, you know, it's been a war of attrition for sure. So
definitely.
But I'm happy with it.
All right. Great. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No problem.
Man.
And in a minute, we're going to cut to a performance from Corrado Nebel, and if you want to check him out, look at the link below. And now we'll cut to a performance from Corrado Nebel. So thank you so much for listening, checking us out, and we'll see you next time.
And if you double down, you fill your pocket tonight. And when you run around, you feel your rhythm of life. Oh, don't blame him or her, no, it's not on them. Hesitate your stick, your only advice, my friend. Well, this is the end, 'cause I don't wanna see your finger out, pointed at me. No, no, no. 'cause I got your love, it's all mine. And I got your love, it's so fine. And I got your love, it's all mine. And I got your love, it's so fine. It's so fine. And when you look at me, it's like a sunrise. I counted down from 3 knots and my tongue ties. Oh, don't blame me, or you know it's not on us. Lovey, 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 buddy, there is no rush, no. And I got such a crush, but I don't wanna see your finger out pointed at me. No, 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 no figure out was bothering you. Your cup is out was bothering you. And that dirty mouth will open up your window clearly, yeah. And I take it back. We make love, we lay in the sand, we make up and call it a big time misunderstanding. Your beautiful outline, the pillow landing, 'cause I wanna